welcome to the first Exvius updates of 2021. Of course, this is the show that's going to bring you all of the latest information for your favorite application, Final Fantasy Brave Exvius Global, available to you guys on iOS, Android, as well as Amazon devices. I am your host, Shaly, and it's just me today, but of course, Hiroki sends his regards and wishes you guys a very, very happy new year. Hopefully you guys spent a great winter holiday with your family, friends, and loved ones, and did it, in a safe manner, since we're still, the world's still a little bit crazy. But we are hoping that you are doing well. We're very excited to share with you a lot of new content that is coming for January, since it's the start of the new year, new beginnings, new exciting stuff to look forward to, new units, new events, and I can't wait to share all of it with you. So stick around until the end of the video, and let's dive right into it. Well, I'm sure you guys are dying to know which units are going to be making an appearance in FFBE Global next, and there's no need to wait any longer because we have a special preview just for you guys. So here it is, let's take a look. And there you have it, guys. Hope you're excited for these new units coming to FFBE Global really, really soon, because the first batch is coming on the 21st of January and the second batch is coming on the 28th of January. So we're letting you guys know ahead of time. 2 weeks worth of content. Hopefully you guys can make your plans as to which ones you want to get your hands on first. But before we go any further, we should probably discuss the events and units that are coming on the 21st of January, because those are the ones that are coming first. So let's take a look here. We are having the Visions of the Far Plane, which is going to be a King Mog type event. So you're going to participate in the event and collect 2021 commemorative flags celebrating the new start of the year 2021. Of course, you want to collect these to trade them for awesome rewards. You can get such things as the Fina and Dark Fina's Prism, Super Trust Moogles, and other stuff to get your Fina and Dark Fina unit up to speed in the new Vision meta. You can also collect these commemorative flags and exchange them for Forticide or Pure Crys to level up your unit's abilities and make them even stronger in battle. You can also get up to 3 copies of the monthly Fortune Hunt Coin 2, which is the new extra dungeon that we've been having recently for you guys to, gather some extra gil and other rich, luxurious goods such as those. And you can also earn up to 20,000 2021 commemorative flags per day when you clear the daily extreme battle that's going to be going on. So make sure that you do at least your daily battle to get those 20,000 commemorative flags. That way you don't miss out on a chance to really accrue that currency that you can then later exchange for really awesome stuff at King Mog. So of course, this event is going to have event-exclusive equipment. You are going to have base equipment that you can then upgrade with the recipes and crafting materials. And there are going to be 2 ways to get these base equipment and the materials / recipes to upgrade them. You can get them through milestone rewards, but you can also exchange for some of them using the commemorative flags at King Mog's. The details of the equipment and their stats should be on screen for you guys, so hopefully that gives you a little bit more of peek as to what you can expect for this particular event exclusive equipment. there is quite a bit of it, honestly, this time around. So make sure that you collect all of them. That way you can deck out all of your units in the full gear, okay? And then also to add a side bit of content, we are going to be having a series boss battle being added to the game as well on the 21st of January. This one is going to be against Final Fantasy XI's Shadow Lord. So make sure to bring your Shantoto, make sure to bring your Shadow Lord, because units from the FF11 titles are going to give you, parameter boosts in battle. They're going to help you to beat Shadow Lord even faster, so make sure that you put them in your party when you go in there. And also, just, a pro tip here, you can obtain 1,000 lapis if you manage to defeat Shadow Lord within 20 turns. So make sure you go in there, one punch him, get your lapis, and just enjoy the rest of your day. Look forward to this content coming up, guys. Alright, and it is now time to introduce the new units that are going to be making an appearance in the event. You guys got a little sneak peek with the preview that we showed earlier, but it's time to dive into the details and let you guys know what these units can do for you, because they can do some insane stuff. And by insane, I am, talking about Reign and Fina. Some of you may know this already, but the new unit Reign and Fina, the tag team combination of them, is a very special unit in the way that they are a tag team and therefore have tag team attacks. And tag team attacks are a new mechanic being introduced into FFBE Global, where an ability chains completely on its own. As we all know, so far in the game, you have needed 2 units that have abilities that are under the same chain family that can, when cast, they have the same chain frame, so they kind of overlap each other, creating the chains as they are, both attacking at the same time. However, with tag team attacks, all you have to do is just have the one unit tap on that particular tag team attack to attack, and it just completely chains on its own without you having to attack simultaneously with any other units in your party. It's insanity. I don't know who came up with the idea, but it's crazy to think about, and I'm really excited to hear from you guys what you think this tag team attack mechanic is going to be able to do for you. But yeah, so that's just a little introduction there on the Reign and Fina unit. Let's just take a deeper look into what else it can offer. Again, this unit is going to be released on the 21st of January. And the Reign and Fina unit is going to, not only have the new tag team attack ability, but it's going to be a true double hand physical LB attacker who does fire elemental attack in its standard form, and then a true double hand magic attacker with multiple elemental attacks in Brave Shift form. So you get both the physical and the magical type attacks, all bases covered basically in just the one unit. But that makes sense because Reign has always been a physical attacker and Fina has always been a magic type attacker, so they're both the stars of their own show here. Another really interesting thing that this unit is going to have is the ability to boost damage against enemies that are affected by breaks. So they're going to be a little bit more punchy if you take them to the challenge of the break, where we have bosses that we always have to break before we can wipe them out from the dungeon. So that might come in handy to keep that in mind next time you go to the Challenge of the Brave with your new Reign and Fina. And as far as the Brave Shift details, the duration of the Brave Shift itself is infinite. There's no limit to it. You can be in it as many turns as you want. But once you shift out of the Brave Shift, you have a 1-turn cooldown. So you can't immediately revert back. So just keep that in mind. Now the Trustmaster rewards and Super Trustmaster rewards should be on screen for you guys. Please do take a look. I think the Trustmaster reward is pretty good. It's pretty neat. And then the Super Trustmaster reward is kind of very specific to Greatsword users only, but the stats on it are pretty good and pretty well balanced for both the Brave Shift form and the standard form of the Reign and Fina unit. They can benefit from both attack and magic parameters there from the Greatsword. Alright, well, his limit burst, I said his limit burst, but I should say their limit burst, because it's both Fina and Reign. I stand corrected, excuse me. Their limit burst is called Crimson Judgment before Brave Shift. And this is going to be a tag team attack. Again, one of those abilities that just chains on its own, which will deal fire damage to all enemies and boost damage of certain abilities. So the limit burst is really what you want to focus on, right away. Rain units are usually very limit burst heavy, so it makes sense that this would also follow suit. Make sure that you're saving your LB pots for Rain and Fina so that you can just, abuse the heck out of this tag team attack. All right. More feature standard abilities: Dispel Arrow, damage and remove some status effects from all enemies. That can come in handy when the enemies are, using buffs that are just kind of like pesky to get around. Blaze Arrow Saber, deal fire damage to one enemy 2 times. So some of that backload damage there. Feature Brave Shift abilities. So these are, post Brave Shift. Shine Magia Attack. This is another tag team attack, but for magic damage. Deal light damage to one enemy, and again, this will chain completely on its own since it's a tag team attack. 3 uses per battle for the next ability, which is going to be Shine Arrow. And this is also a tag team attack. Deal light damage to one enemy and boost light damage of LB abilities and magic for caster. So this is another attack that's just going to completely chain on its own. So for this particular unit, at least 3 attacks in its kit. It's going to be able to completely chain on its own. You can build on that multiplier and just go for the really big finish after that. So it's a very, very handy thing to be able to chain with just one ability. I would have never imagined that we would have something like that in the game. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited for this. Now their vision card is going to be thanks for everything. We have a really cute, gathering of the season 3 units in the visual of the card. They look very, very cute. At level 1 is going to give you attack 45, magic 45, so pretty evened out there. And at level 10 is going to give you attack 80 and magic 80. So again, working in favor of both forms, the standard form of the unit and the Brave Shift form of the unit, which is really, really great. And yeah, please be excited for Rain and Fina, who are finally, together as I'm sure they were meant to be, and hope that you are looking forward to their tag team attacks. Alright, and now on to the second unit making an appearance on the 21st of January is going to be the Neo Vision Awakening of Fina and Dark Fina, the pair unit. This unit is a true double-hand, true dual-wield magic attacker with multiple elemental attacks, and in their Brave Shift form, they will be strong earth magic attackers, which makes total sense because both Finas essentially came out of the Earth Crystal. We all know this from FFBE lore, so of course the Earth attacks are going to be heavy. The Brave Shift duration is again infinite, just like Rain and Fina. However, you do have a 1-turn cooldown if you revert back into the standard form, so do keep that in mind. Now on to the featured standard abilities here. Magia Guard. Boost magic and spirit for caster and enable magic triality for 4 turns. And Magic Triality will be the ability that allows Fina and Dark Fina to cast 3 abilities in the same turn. Of course, 1 time each regardless of equipment conditions. So there you have that. Then Earth Whip, and this is for Fina and Dark Fina. Deal earth damage to all enemies and boost LB damage for caster. And this is interestingly going to be in Stardust Ray chains, which is usually a chain more closely tied to physical attacks. Magical attacks are usually more in the Chaos Wave Awakened chain family, so it's interesting to see, the magic attacks kind of spreading out into other chain families there. Now for some Brave Shift abilities here, Earth Arrow, deal earth damage to one enemy, and this chain family is going to be Absolute Mirror of Equity, which again is very kind of unique at this point. I would say that these magic attacks are in chain families that are mostly based on physical attacks. And then another one here, Earth Veil. 1 use per battle, fill own LB gauge to max, and boost earth damage of LB abilities and magic for all allies. So do look forward to Fina and Dark Fina getting their Neo Vision Awakening. Their Trustmaster is still one of my favorite ones in the game, so do look out for this unit, guys. Now on to the units that are going to be making their appearance on the 28th of January. This is going to be a quick overview on what you can expect. We're not going to go into featured abilities or anything, you know, that detailed for them, but still, you know, a nice preview to know what's coming right after Reign and Fina have made their entrance. Well, it's the team of Lasswell and Reagan, father and son, hand in hand in combat. They look amazing, and their CG LB is legit one of my most favorite LB animations in the entire game of FFBE. I can't wait for you guys to see it in all its glory because it's just really amazing. But this unit is also going to have the new tag team attack mechanic. So make sure that, you know, if you don't get your hands on Reign and Fina, at least get your hands on Lasswell and Reagan. That way you can take advantage of the tag team attack mechanic. This unit is going to be a true dual wield unit with strong ice physical attacks before Brave Shift and strong physical fire attacks after Brave Shift. And this makes perfect sense as, you know, Lasswell is the king of ice and Sir Reagan delves both in fire and ice. Kind of symbolism. Representing both of his sons, you know, his actual son Reign, who is, you know, the embodiment of fire, and his adoptive son Lasswell, who's the embodiment of ice there. So I always love all this symbolism and lore that gets tied to the units. Is my favorite part of any Final Fantasy game, so hopefully you guys are enjoying that as well. This unit is also going to have the ability to boost damage against enemies that are affected by breaks, so another unit you might want to consider taking with you to a challenge of the Brave dungeon to get it just done much faster. And it will also grant Dragon Killer buffs to all allies in your party, so, you know, it's always so important to take advantage of killers and have as many with you as you can whenever you go into battle. So if you're facing any type of dragon type monster, take Lasswell and Reagan with you. They'll definitely come in handy. Now, their Brave Shift is going to work just like Reign and Fina. The duration of the Brave Shift itself is infinite, but there is a one-turn cooldown if you shift out of it. So just keep that in mind when you're in battle. As far as their Trust Master and Super Trust Master, they should be on screen for you with the stats on there. Trust Master looks pretty good. Super Trust Master has a very high attack value, so make sure that you are keeping an eye out for, you know, these two you know, comboed with the unit itself. And the vision card, another adorable vision card in the works here. Festive preparations, Team Lasswell. So this is Team Lasswell just arranging all of the decorations for the celebration of the new year here at level 1. Is going to give you plus 100 HP and plus attack 40. And then at level 10, maxed out is going to be plus 200 HP and plus 90 attack. So, you know, plus 90 attack I think is pretty good there, so make sure you don't miss out. The abilities of the vision card should be on screen for you guys there. And again, I cannot talk enough about the CG LB that comes with this unit. It is absolutely amazing. You guys are just gonna love it. I really hope you do. Now, for the second unit making an appearance on the 28th of January is going to be the Neovision Awakening of Infernal Fire Reign. And this is going to be a true double-hand physical LB attacker who does fire elemental attacks before the Brave Shift, so in standard form. That's what it's going to be specializing in. And then after Brave Shift, he is going to have a very strong connection with the Esper Ifrit. So whenever you evoke Ifrit in battle, it's going to enable a field effect. And this is kind of something pretty new in FFBE Global, where you have field effects triggered by different things. Sometimes the boss triggers them. Sometimes there is a particular ability that a unit can trigger, can use to trigger another field effect. And this time around, it is the combination of the awesome powers of the mighty Esper Ifrit with the help of Reign. And in Brave Shift form, Reign is going to have a very strong evocation gauge-based fire elemental limit burst and skills as well. So make sure that you are keeping an eye on your evocation gauge, aka summon gauge, to make sure that you can use that LB to, you know, its full extent. As far as the Brave Shift details goes, the duration for this one is going to be 4 turns and is going to have a cooldown of 2 turns after you revert back. So just keep an eye on that. It's not as versatile as the one for Lasswell and Reagan or Reign and Fina, so, you know, keep tabs on your Brave Shifts here and there, so that way you don't, you know, miss out of your rotation or anything like that. But that is it. That is the 2 batches of units that is coming out really soon here at the end of January, celebrating the start of the new year. We also do want to let you know that there's going to be a change in the moving motion time animations of certain chaining attacks. These are called move type chain families. And an example of them would be, Eileen's pile driver. And basically what this means is that sometimes when you attack with a particular unit, there are units that stay in the same spot of the screen and just dish out an attack. And there are some other units, like Eileen, who when they use pile driver or whatever other ability they happen to have in their kit, actually physically move to where the boss is or the monster is on screen and attack there, and then have to come back and then do it again if you double casted it or triple casted it, however many times you happen to do that attack on screen. What this change is going to do is that it's going to reduce that motion of going back and forth that often breaks chains when you're trying to chain with multicast of the same ability, and it's going to allow you guys to chain more quickly and effectively, regardless of whether the ability was initially set out to move the unit back and forth on the screen. So, look forward to that. I know that that's probably been something on you guys' mind for a while now. It's finally going to get corrected, so, fingers crossed that it all turns out well. And be excited, guys. It's really fun stuff, really fun units coming our way, and I'm always very happy to see, the main stars of FFBE getting the limelight as they deserve. Can't wait for Reagan and Fina and Lasswell and Reagan to come and join us in FFBE. Now let's take a look at the campaigns that we can expect from the 21st of January moving forward. The first thing that we are going to have is a guaranteed Neovision summon, and this is for all players who have had an account created before the start of maintenance for January 21st. You are going to receive a special ticket, and you're going to use that ticket to then go to a special summon gate that has only Neovision units in it. Hear me out. It's not all of them. It's only 5 Neovision units. They're going to be Cloud FF7 Remake, Rain Neovision, Awakened Dragon Axstar, Soul Neovision, and Furion Neovision. And of course, the unit that comes out of the Neovision Crystal is going to be a random one, but this is a guaranteed Neovision unit, you guys. You cannot pass up on this. Do not miss out on this opportunity to have, a totally free Neovision unit that is not just free, but also it's going to be summoned at a maxed out level of 120. So you don't even have to use any Minotaurs to max them all out. All you have to do is just, if you have some extra pots to spare or extra doors to spare for this unit, to just, get them really bulked up, then you're all ready to go. This is absolutely amazing. And then to top it all off, we are also going to have a free weekly 10+1 summon that is going to run for 10 whole weeks from the 21st of January to the 31st of March. And this 10+1 summon, for the +1 of the equation, it's going to be a guaranteed 5-star unit or Neovision unit, you guys. This is 10 weeks of chances to get either a free rainbow or a free Neovision unit. You cannot miss out on this. And the kicker is also that the pool is going to always consist of the latest permanent batch and featured units for that particular week. So the pool itself is going to be updated throughout those 10 weeks to include the latest and the best that the game has to offer. So you guys have to log in every single day, take advantage of these amazing opportunities that are starting off FFBE with an absolute bang for 2021, and cannot wait for all these free units, man. Good luck to you guys. And that's it, you guys. That's all we have to start off the year. Lots of new and fun stuff to come for 2021. I know that the world right now is still a little bit, crazy, kind of dragging on from what was the year of 2020. But we once again just hope to have a really good time with you guys, just having lots of fun playing FFBE together with friends and family and loved ones, and just making content that you guys hopefully really enjoy and can look forward to. I'm really hoping that this year turns out for the best, and As always, we appreciate all of your support and all of the love that you show for FFBE, and hope that, you know, this year is another great one for the game. So take care of yourselves. Hopefully you enjoyed this first episode of the year. Fingers crossed. And we'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye.